Hello and welcome in this monthly energy report, guidance, whatever you want to call it. I never know how or what to call these videos, but it is an energy report and a guidance all rolled into one. I am channeling straight from source and I am going to deliver you codes and activations that you may need because things are layered within my voice and you are here for a reason. Obviously you're gonna take what resonates and leave what doesn't resonate, like you always do with anything anyone shares. That being said, today I'm, as I said, channeling source and I'm sharing codes with you, and obviously I'm also going to share keys and cheat codes around the energies that are going to be present for you in November. So without further ado, let's dive in. So first thing that I saw or heard was tidal waves and big waves. Like you see the ocean, it's nighttime and it's very agitated. The waves are big and many and it's a lot, So it's gonna be a lot. It's going to be a lot. The energies are going to be moving and moving fast. They may shake things, and they will shake things. They will indeed shake things for you because things need to be shaken out of you so that you are being put on your right path, on your highest path, on the proper timeline for you and your own individual journey. And also, do not fear about that because we always have your highest interest at heart, and those shakes, those earthquake, or those big waves you're gonna experience are here for a reason. And this reason may be that you need to be shaken out of your routine, or you need to shake some people's out of your life because they are not aligned with you, they are not of light, or just not for you anymore. Sometimes you outgrow people, and that's okay. That's very okay. It can be difficult, but it is what it is, The other reason is that maybe you didn't listen to your gut. Maybe you didn't listen to your instinct, and maybe that's why there is all these waves around you, because you are on a suboptimal timeline. So that goes back to, shaking things up to move you onto the right timeline. Maybe as you didn't listen to your gut instincts, instead of going straight forward and using the path of least resistance or the best path laid out for you, you decided to go a little bit right like this and do a little bit of this instead of going straight ahead, and it's okay because maybe you needed that. But now it's time to shake things up and move on that path. Things might fall away, but that's okay. It is all for a reason, and it all serves a purpose for you. So just trust that. And the challenge in that will be how grounded in yourself, in your faith, in your trust, in the divine, the universe, source, your guides, whatever your belief system is, God maybe, how strong can your faith be? Is your faith unwavering? Do you trust that, yes, it's shaking things up, yes, the waves are a lot right now, but it is for a higher purpose. It is serving me in some way that I may not see right now, but that will become obvious in a short while. Can you do that? Can you? And if you can, even if the sea is very agitated, even if the ocean of energy around you is agitated as fuck, maybe you can still stay the lane. Maybe you can still be on your path and go your way. Maybe you can go your own way. Cue to the song. Can you stay unwavering in your faith? Can you trust that it is all for your highest good? So yeah, earthquake, like tower movement, all of that, but all for the better. It's all happening for the better. It's all happening for you and not to you. I know it's cheesy and cliche, but that's what was shared with me. And sometimes those saying and the popularity in them is for a reason. It's because it's true, and maybe it's just the mindset shift that you need. Just stay in your trust. Just stay in your bubble. Just stay there. Know that everything that is shaken out of your life, maybe it's situations, maybe it's people, maybe it's a place you live. It might be difficult to navigate that, but maybe you outgrew it, maybe it wasn't good for you anymore, and maybe you needed to question it and you kind of forgot to question it at some point, and you accepted it as yours and it wasn't yours anymore, and it's suboptimal. It's definitely suboptimal. The things that are going to fall away from your life are suboptimal. The things that surround you and that are shaken and that are within the waves are things that need to be there. They are, and you just need to accept that and go with the flow. Yes, go with the flow. Even if the flow is crazy, like, just know that your boat is safe. It may move a lot, it may be a little bit uncomfortable or make you dizzy or make you wanna vomit, but go with it. Go with it, because the more resistance you have throughout those waves that surround you, throughout those shakes, the more turbulent it's gonna be. So if you can settle back, if you can accept the shakes, the waves as being there for you and your highest good, if you can go with that, if you can accept their presence being here for you, working for you and not against you, and if you can follow the breadcrumbs and the nudges and the gut feelings and listen to your intuition as you navigate that, you're golden. Like, yes, it's gonna be turbulent and shaken around you, but you're not gonna feel it as something difficult to navigate. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna witness that it's shaking around you, but you'll be like, oh, it's shaking. Okay, but I'm gonna keep on going on, okay, I accept that. And I don't know if it's like, it's almost like, yes, it's gonna still shake around you. Yes, the waves are still gonna be a hell of a lot, but you will not feel it as so much, So that's interesting, and that's gonna be an interesting ride for sure. But as I just said, just go with the flow. It's tough, it's difficult, but follow the nudges. Like, some things need to fall away in order for other things that are more aligned to come through and to be here for you. So yeah, that's what's gonna be needed for you. I'm gonna share a technique with you that will help you in staying put, in being grounded and not feeling the sway around you so much. First of all, I need to repeat that you need to trust that whatever is happening for your highest good, for the most benevolent outcome, and in divine harmony. You need to believe that with your entire heart and soul. You need to believe that. You need to know that in your gut. You need to know that this is the truth, and that, yeah, you need to know that. And if you need help, ask for help. Whether it is your friends or some mentors, coaches, oracles, healers, reach out. there are people out there that can help you. There are people out there that can help you. There are people out there that can help you. I needed to say that 3 times. And there are a lot of psychic mediums and healers. Just ask to be put on their path. I am one of them. If you're seeing that, maybe you need me, maybe you don't need me and you need someone else, maybe you just need yourself, but ask God, Spirit, Source, your guides, your higher self, the angels, to send you who is meant to help you. And yeah, also there are people out there to help you, but the spirit world, the most benevolent beings out there, the one that vibrates with love frequency, that are crystalline being, they're out there. They're part of your team, or they are dying to be part of your spirit team and help you. However, one of the most sacred law of the universe is the law of free will. And the benevolent beings go with that a lot. The malevolent beings tend to maybe be, on the fringe of that and not respect it as much, but your guides, they respect that. And they cannot, even if they wanted to, go do things that you would not agree with. They cannot. And they cannot help you if you don't ask for help. So ask your guides, ask the dragons, the fairies, the trees, ask the angels, the seraphims, the cherubs, the archangels. I don't know who you vibe with. Maybe it's the galactics. Maybe you ask the Lyrans, or the Pleiadians, or the Arcturians, or I can name others, obviously, but ask who you resonate with. Ask who you vibe with to help you. Ask your regular people to help you. Like, not regular people like you and me, like the incarnated in the flesh beings, but the benevolent energy swirling around you and being in your spirit team, or that are out there. Ask them for help. Employ unemployed angels and ask them to make shit happen for you. Right? Ask them for help. Ask the benevolent being, and it's important that you ask that they are benevolent and of love frequency or crystalline energy. You can use the 3. You can use just the one that resonates with you, because, well, again, you do you, boo, and you do what, and you take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I highly recommend that you ask for help. Even if it's not that tumultuous around you, ask for help. Your spirit team is here to help you. Can you imagine if you asked for help, how much better your life could be? Even if it's already pretty good, can you imagine if you asked for help, how better it could be? Even if you're content with how your life is, maybe it can get easier with help. And if your life is shit right now and very tumultuous and you're not happy, ask for help. It's sometimes difficult to ask for help to other people around us, the people that are incarnated with us, your friends, your family. Sometimes it's difficult to ask them for help, but with your spirit team, with your guides, it should be easy as breathing, right? I know we often forget to ask for help from the divine, the spirit world, and the benevolent beings out there, but do it. It's gonna be so wonderful for you to do that. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, I know it's gonna be so good if you do that. So ask for help for the little things and the big things. Don't hesitate. When you go to bed tonight, or anytime when you drive your car today, just speak out loud about all of the things. Speak to your spirit guides. Tell them that is what you want in your life. That is what you want to do. And tell them what's difficult for you and where you would need their help. Tell them everything. Because if you tell them everything, if you tell them where you feel a bit stuck or like there's a little bit of friction or things that aren't as smooth as you would, like ask them for help and they will provide. They will smooth everything for you. They will make shit happen. That is so important. And yeah, we often forget about that. Maybe you don't, but I do. You know, I do sometimes. And why wouldn't we do that all the time? I know I do that all the time when I go to bed. I'm like asking for healing or to be put in an integration chamber or, I'm asking things before I go to sleep. Why wouldn't I do that throughout the day? So maybe you want to ask for things as you go to bed. Maybe you want to ask for things as you wake up or throughout the day. Just don't hesitate, right? Don't hesitate. And if you are not sure about how your spirit guide, if your spirit guides are listening to you and are hearing you, I have a few things you can do. You can ask them for signs. So rather than asking them for a sign like this, ask them for a specific sign. Send me a gift today, or like you have 48 hours to send me a gift and you will receive a gift within 48 hours. Trust that. If you are feeling adventurous, tell them to help you be like, tell them you're gonna follow the pink that you see today and tell them to send you the pink stuff to guide your way today, right? Tell them to, I don't know, you will figure it out. I'm just trying to find examples to help you, but ask them for specific signs. Ask them to show you as many apples as they can today, and you will be flooded with apples today. Like, I don't know, your colleagues are gonna bring apple, or you're gonna see pictures and drawings of apples all over socials or ads everywhere. And yeah, I hear you, it can be cognitive bias, but fuck that. If you're thinking that, you're missing the point. The fact point is to witness the magic. Let the magic seep and infuse throughout your day to day. Let that fucking happen around you, right? Let just the magic be with you. Let it be with you. Yeah. And be creative with the way you ask for signs, right? Be creative. And you can also ask your guides once that's done, and I think I said that before, but ask them to send people your way, right? People like you and me. Tell them that you need help in the physical and ask them to send you the right people for you. And be prepared to receive. So yeah, I really wanted to tell you that and to put an emphasis on that because it's so freaking important. Okay. Now I'm going to share a practice that you can do that will help you staying centered and feeling good within the shaking that's happening around you, the earthquakes or whatever, right? To stay not in your bubble, but to make it easier and bearable. So it's kind of like a grounding technique, but it's more than just anchoring and grounding and visualizing roots going down your root chakra or the soles of your feet. So what you're going to imagine, and you can do that daily. So you will close your eyes, you will take at least 3 or 5 breaths to center yourself, to arrive in the moment, and then you're going to visualize And the few breath is to help you tap in, tune in, and center yourself. Because sometimes, like some people that are more advanced, quote unquote, and by advanced, I mean that they can tap in and go to those frequencies of deep meditation with like this in an instant. But if you are just new at this, take 3, 5, 10 breaths. Just take as many as you need, and know that if you feel like you're advanced, but today it's not working, just take as many fucking breaths that you need. Some days it's gonna be easy and you can tap in like in an instant and relax and be really in those theta brainwaves in an instant. And sometimes you're gonna need 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's okay. But that practice is going to be easy and it's going to be so freaking expensive. Oh my God, I love it. So you are going to visualize beams of light coming from your root chakra. So your root chakra is at the base of your spine, at the tip of your coccyx, at the very bottom of your spine. For some, it is outside. It is like 10 centimeters, like a couple of inches. No, 4 inches? Yeah, a few inches and a few, like 10 centimeters outside of your body. It's just below that. And as I say that, you should feel maybe it warming up for you where it is. And you'll know, and it can move. Sometimes it can be at the tip of your coccyx, and sometimes it can be a little bit outside of you. It's okay. Everything is fluid, and you are fluid, and we move, and we go with the flow. So you're gonna visualize that beams of light are going to go out of your bum, your root chakra, or the soles of your feet, depending on how you are sitting. If your feet are flat on the earth, you're gonna visualize the light beams going down from there, and it's going to go down and anchor you into the earth, obviously, but you don't have to visualize the earth. Like, let the intention be what's important. Let it be anchoring you and allowing you to be with the waves in an easier way. Okay, so as you do that, at the same time, you're gonna visualize your antennas or light beams. I'm saying antennas, but you're gonna visualize light beams. And if the light beams are difficult for you to visualize, use antennas. And for the root, you can visualize roots if it's easier for you to visualize roots rather than light beams. You do you, boo. But light beams shooting from your crown and connecting to either the sun, the Milky Way galaxy, or source. Like, you can connect to source. And yeah, you can use source and connect to source if you want to. You're gonna do you. I really recommend the sun of our galaxy or source to do that. And so light beams are going to be going down and up at the same time, from your root down and from your crown up. And we're not going to stop there. We're not. You are also going to visualize more, on an horizontal level. So we did the vertical level, and now we're going to do the horizontal level. So it's either going to be from the side of your arms, or maybe your heart and a place at the back of your body, or between your heart, basically between your heart and your navel. There's going to be maybe a circle of energy that's around you, and it's going to shoot in that direction, right? On this horizontal level, light beams are going to shoot. And where do they stop? Do they stop? That's up to you, but they're going to connect you to your energetic field. They're going to allow you to feel maybe your energetic field. And let me tell you something. Your energetic field doesn't stop at your side, like at your body's side, because we have several layers of bodies around us. We have 7 to 13, depending on what you believe, but there are different kind of bodies, and even that is not the end of your energetic field. Your toroidal, I cannot, never say that, but your field, your energetic field, goes beyond to just, like what you can touch. Okay, it's really, really, really wide around you, and yeah, you cannot touch physically the end of your energetic field unless you're very stressed and in fear. Then your energetic field might shrink a little bit, but as you do that, you are going to expand your energetic field a little bit, and you are going to give it energy, and it's going to be a stabilizing force that will help you to stay grounded in the ruckus and the tumult and the hell of a lot of waves around you. So, and the shakes and the earthquakes and the trembling all around you, okay? So that's gonna be good to do. You can do that daily. And so again, both horizontal and vertical space, you shoot light beams, and that will ground you and anchor you and allow you to feel a little bit less nauseous, or like it's going to lessen the effects, the perceived effects of the lots of waves around you, and settle you down and anchor you into you, which is important. So yeah, what else is there for November? That's a lot, I know, but what you may also experience is I love that. So what you are invited to do is to answer a promise that you've made yourself. So it could be a promise you made as you incarnated. Like you're like, I want to experience that. I want to learn that. I want to travel there. You may have decided to do something as you incarnated, and now may be the time to do that. It's going to either be learning something or moving. And by moving, I mean going somewhere, like traveling somewhere, or literally moving your body, or moving where you live. Because maybe you weren't. Ooh. I had like a little flutter of my heart. Okay, that might sting. I just said that. That might have stunk. I'm sorry, because I'm very sentient, empathic, and I can feel what you feel. Even if I'm not connecting to you, I'm connected to the collective right now, and maybe you are not ready to be told that maybe you needed to move, and I'm sorry for that. But maybe you do. Maybe you are not meant to stay where you were for a long time, and maybe another place is calling your name, and maybe you need to move there. So it's either going to be that moving, traveling, moving your body, or learning something. And it can be both. Maybe you will learn to dance salsa, or if you want to learn pottery or painting or playing an instrument, it's also learning to move your body in a different way. You learn new movements, but it's definitely going to be centered around learning something or going somewhere, or moving your body in some way. So the way to answer that promise is to go within. So you're gonna close your eyes, and you're gonna go on a little journey. You're gonna tap into your heart, and you're gonna go down a path. It might be a cave or some kind of tunnel, and you're gonna move forward until you see a twinkling light. And that light will be an answer for you. It might tell you, oh yeah, you decided to learn salsa in this life, so it's time to do that. Answer that promise you made yourself. And maybe it's not a promise you made to your soul, and maybe it is something you wanted to do when you were a kid. Maybe it's a promise to your inner child. Maybe you want to learn to bake, maybe it's just a promise you made as a younger person. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna learn to do that, and maybe that still resonates, and maybe you need to do that now. So if you feel called to travel and visit Japan or France, do that. It is a soul calling or heart calling, right? Connect back within. And if you are a little bit feeling like, oh, that's a lot to go within and see that light, it's going to be too much for me, just trust that it's going to be easy. It's not a difficult thing, but it's going to hold a lot of things for you, you know? And what you need to do, maybe you already know what it is. Maybe you already know what it is that you need to do. And in which case, you're going to take the first step today. And if you don't know what it is, you're going to figure it out today or within the next 2 days. If you don't do it today, you're never going to do it. You know that. You know that. I mean, I think you're never going to do it if you don't do it now, but you do you, boo. Maybe that doesn't resonate with you and you won't do it. But if it resonates, if you're a little bit curious, if that sparked something within you, just tune in and see what's there, what's waiting for you, what call you are meant to answer, what promise you are made to answer and or fulfill, rather. So yeah, tune in and you're gonna be amazed at that, or not. Maybe it's like, oh, it's just that? Oh, yeah, I can do that, you know? But the thing is that you have no idea how fulfilling that promise is gonna open things for you. It might light a new calling within you. It might bring people into your life that you are meant to meet. It's gonna be freaking amazing, okay? And I don't want to say too much about that because maybe then you'll be underwhelmed. But trust that in the medium to long run, it's going to be amazing for you. And if you are, it can be learning something very like tangible, like pottery, salsa, guitar, or a new language. It can be going to a country you've always wanted to visit, or walking a trail that you've always wanted to go to, okay? But it could also be a little bit more ethereal and spiritual. Maybe you want to learn to communicate with your guides. Maybe you want to develop your clairaudience, because right now my ears are like very activated, and I feel like some of you may want to do that. Maybe you want to develop all of your clairs and learn the language of your intuition, in which case, do that. Ask again your team of guides to send the right people your way to help you develop that. Or if you have a connection with your guides already, and you want to develop your clairs or your intuition a little bit more, maybe you can ask them. But ask for benevolent being to come your way to help you, whether they're incarnated or not, if you want to develop your intuition, right? But it is the same if you want to learn a new skill or move somewhere. Ask for, the right benevolent being to present and come forward to help you with that. But I really, really, really encourage you to go on and take the first step today. And that first step can just be Googling, like, where is the next closer to you pottery class? Or it could be going on YouTube and putting a salsa tutorial, right? Like learning salsa 101, can be that. And if you want to move somewhere, start packing your stuff. Or just go on and have a look at the places you could rent in the town you want to move to, or the area that you want to move to, so that you have an idea. And the thing is, you need to start moving the cogs and the wheels in that direction. Take the first step, and then the second step will come naturally, and you'll be walking to the path to fulfilling that promise you made yourself, and that's gonna be so good. But do that step today. Do that step today. I swear to you, you need to take the first step, and then it's just gonna be going on and on and on. You just need to ignite the ignition. So do that, baby. Do that. So yeah, that was the second thing you could do. And as always, I also like to give you a little bit of allies that you can have throughout the month, whether it's crystals, plants, or even animals you can work with, or beings. I always want to leave you with that so that you have a little bit of a thing to go with. So I love working with crystals, or just holding crystals. Like, I have 2 crystals within my hands. I have a lapis lazuli and a yeah, she's not shining. Oh yeah, she is. It's a labradorite. I have both because I like to hold things in my hand when I channel. And I also like to just work with crystals by being in their presence, but you can channel them, ask them for help as well. If you don't want to work with guides, you can work with crystals and take a crystal in your palm or in your pocket for the day, or in your bra. But don't be like me and forget that you have it and then let it smash on the ground when you take your clothes off. Just a pro tip. But if you want to work with the mineral realm, you can work with smoky quartz, or you can go on a walk and pick a rock. Just pick a rock and keep it in your hand, in your pocket, and have fun with it. Like, keep it in your hand and, like, use it as a worry stone, or, find that special rock and keep it with you. That's gonna be really cool. And also for the plants, you can consummate things that are of season, because that's going to be the most beneficial for you, but especially orange stuff. Orange and red or purple veggies and fruits, like purple cabbage, purple kale, pumpkin. Those kinds of things are going to be really good for you right now, and they're going to help you with your lower chakras, especially the second one. But also the purple things are more like for the crown, but we always need to work on our lower, I don't want to say we always need to work on something, but it's important to have balanced lower chakras and not just work on the top ones, okay? The 3 top ones. Sometimes we do that, and that may not be the most beneficial thing to do. So yeah, orange food will be amazing for you, like curries as well. Nourishing food that's grounding and soothing will be really good for you. So yeah, just stay rooted and grounded in your trust, and knowing that is in your gut, in your soul, in your heart, that everything that's happening is happening for you and not against you, and trusting that the universe has your back always, even if things are falling down all around you and people are not with you anymore, right? If some people fall out of your sphere of close friends, there's a reason for that. So it might be difficult, but trust it. And everything that falls out of your life right now is just a gift. It's just a gift. It's just a gift, and you will just reap the benefits very soon. So I hope you're going to have a good November month. Stay grounded. And if you need help with navigating that, or if you want to have more personalized information, please reach out to me. I will be happy to give you a reading. I can do, my readings are always like healing and channeling and activating things, so just reach out and I will help you in the best of my abilities. And if you feel called to do that, you can find all the details down below. And if you need help as well with other things, if you have questions, comment or just send me a message and I will be happy to help you and chat with you. So yeah, have a good month. I love you, and I will talk to you soon with another channeled message or more coming from spirit. I love you.